Hello, 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 hello. I'm Marty from Boise, and I'm here to make a recipe called Dave's Goo Bars. So these Goo Bars are all made from superfood nutrition, and I'm Marty, and I create different dishes in the kitchen, raw and cooked, with a sprinkle of superfood nutrition in every dish. So today we're going to do Dave Sandoval's Goo Bar recipe. There it is. There it is. It's Goo Bars. And don't worry if you can't read it. You will see everything that I do. So I've got all the ingredients here. And I'm taping this for a YouTube video. But I do Periscope now. And so I thought, you know what? It's easier to use my webcam. And then maybe what'll happen is I can Periscope the video, right? So you guys see my food processor, okay? Now, we're going to do 1/3 of a cup of activated barley. And if you say, well, what the heck is activated barley? It is Purium's activated barley is an ultimate slow-burning carb. It's all, all of our superfoods are from plant-based nutrition from the earth. And we do have a 10-point commitment to purity. And so everything, even though we know our farmers, everything is inspected 30 times before the lid gets put on and it ships to your house. So you're probably saying, well, what are you going to use it for besides Goo Bars? I use this as a thickener, okay? Activated barley is great for baby food, for baby formula, and also for thickening, like I've used it to thicken salsa. I've used it to thicken gravy. Oh my gosh, that is my favorite. And David Sandoval taught me how to love making gravy even more than I ever made it before. Not just because of the nutrient density in activated barley, but because there's no lumps. No lumps. So, okay, so I've got 1/3 of a cup of activated barley, and I'm putting it in my food processor. I've got 1/3 of a cup of rice bran solubles. Now the rice bran and the activated barley, you could do a good filtered water and make a baby formula. Okay? That's all you need, those 2 ingredients. And I got that approved by our naturopathic doctor that we can email. If you have an online superfood store, or if you are a retail customer, or if you're a member, that means you're saving 15 to 30% off, or a professional saving 45% off the whole food, live food, nutrition. Then you have access to Dr. Mike Wolfield, who is our naturopathic doctor. We can email him or call him. Now, rice bran solubles is an antioxidant. It's a healthy fat, and it has a nutty flavor. So it is delicious. And this is even, it's great for sports performance too. So I'm going to put 1/3 of a cup of the rice bran. All right. So we've got 1/3 of a cup of Purium's activated barley, 1/3 of a cup of Purium's rice bran solubles, and then we're going to do 1/2 cup of pitted dates. We'll just put that right in there in the food processor. And now I've got 1/4 cup of sliced raw almonds. Okay, 1/4 cup. And we can use a dash of salt. I use sea salt, and we like the pink Himalayan sea salt as well, but I just use some good sea salt, cinnamon to taste. Okay, so to taste, but I'm just going to put a little bit of just plain cinnamon. No cinnamon sugar, you guys. You don't need it. Okay, so plain cinnamon. Oh, and the main thing that's going to hold these Goo Bars together is our Purium's organic tropic oil. It is a hand-poured, cold-pressed coconut oil. And there you see it in the solid state. And it's hand-poured. You're probably saying, well, what's that? Well, we don't have to heat it to get it into the jars, so there's more nutrients in this. We also have the verified non-GMO butterfly seal and the kosher seal. Okay? And it calls for 5 tablespoons 5 tablespoons of coconut oil, but I'm going to use 4 because you know what? It's easier to use less, see what it looks like, and then add more. So I'm just going to add 4 and see what happens, okay? All right. Now, if it doesn't, if it doesn't stick together good enough, then I can add more, right? Oh my gosh. I think that's enough. You know what? I'm going to add a little bit of raw cocoa. I think I would like to make, let's get a new spoon. I would like to make these a little chocolatey. Not much, but a little. Okay? All right, so we're taking that same recipe. See, you can alter things. I almost put oats and honey in there and stuff. But I thought I'd save that for another recipe and create my own with flaxseed. And, I have a little list here. I want to use my flaxseed, and Purium has an amazing flaxseed. And so I'm going to try something with oats. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, does that look good? All right, guys, guess how we get these made? Oh, that is good. A spoon and an ice cube tray. It says blend or process until well combined. Press into a pan for desired thickness or spoon into ice cube trays. Refrigerate. When they have hardened, cut them into bars. And you run warm water over the ice cube tray to remove. Store in the refrigerator and grab and go. So my boy, my youngest, is a 17-year-old who, if you guys caught his Mac the Knife video, he's a singer, he's in choir. He has a lot of other work to do at school too. This week he's going to have some chocolate Goo Bars to grab and go. So I am just putting these into this little ice cube tray, and I thought my mom could have one before bed, and guess what? Mother, what? We're going to refrigerate these. Okay. So if you're up for another hour, you can try one, but otherwise, tomorrow. I will be. Do you guys hear her? I will be. Wow, so we're using an ice cube tray, and I'm going to make all 12. This is enough to fill all 12, almost all the way, like 3/4 of the way up. Maybe let's say a half of the way up if you want to do all 12 in your ice cube tray. I was doing 3/4 of the way up, and I got about 9. So yep, I got 9 good size. Happy Goo Bars, on the go energy bars, and with that slow burning carb and the rice bran solubles, healthy fat. They are delicious. And thank you to Mary Lynn Altschuler for sharing that recipe with me. Mary Lynn had made little goodie bags at last year's convention. And her and John did a great presentation for One Team Network, which I'm part of, which is part of the Power Team Green as well. And so the beginning of convention, there was a meeting for One Team Network people to meet. And we had a great time recognizing a lot of accomplishment. And then after the convention, Power Team Green met with us, and we had a full room there too where we shared lots of accomplishments. And this is just one of the reasons why we all love Purium and we all love eating superfoods, is because don't you want to feel super? And don't you want to know your nutritional value? And at Purium, It stands for Pure and Premium Superfoods, and we have a 10-point commitment to purity. And if you have Purium in your pantry and learn how to shop at your market with organic, whole live foods and leave the processed foods there, vote with your dollar. And it's a replacement of money, and it is actually, as a single mother of 4, I'm saving lots of money on my food budget that I would have never thought possible before. And if you're living it, you do figure that out, and then you want to share it with everyone. I'm Marty. I'm from Boise, Idaho. If you want to know more about me and my journey, go to martyfromboise.com and listen to my 3-minute video and send me an email, or give me your email address and your information. I'll send you an email. And we give people $50 to try anything. And just open up the email and accept it, and that's all. All right, see you in the kitchen next time. Remember, the baby formula, it's all natural. It's all very healthy for any baby, any age. And it's just, if you're doing like 4-6 ounces of water, just do a little scoop of activated barley, a little scoop of rice bran, shake it up, maybe room temperature water because you don't want it cold, right? And you can still heat it up. Don't use a microwave. If you want your milk warm for your baby, and for some reason you can't, or don't have time to breastfeed, or you can't, or something like that, you have the next best thing to mother's milk. And that was written to me in an email from Dr. Mike when I stood in the grocery store aisles for an hour reading all the formula labels and going, oh my gosh, I cannot bring this home to my daughter who was looking for formula. And for her 3.5-month-old baby. And I read the ingredients and went, what? What are we doing to our children? So anyways, I'm Marty from Boise, and you know what? Let's read our labels. Talk to you later.